Hello, dears, how are you? All what we are trying to achieve and become, that can only be done with the consumption and utilization of the energy, our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. And nothing can be done without the utilization of energy. In the same manner, all what we are desirous of achieving, having, and all what we are trying to become, it can only be done by the utilization of energy in the right manner. Energy is essential, energy is precious, and energy is very limited one. It's not unlimited at all. Like all other, like the finances we are having, like the sport of others we are having. It is more limited one, quite a limited amount of energy we are possessing and generating. If at all, consciously or unconsciously, this energy is being wasted, it means that all the sort of life we are dreaming for, we need to have, it will never be achieved at all, and the energy will be a depleted one. We will become an energy deficient person, and in the like there is a poor person without the money. Energy is not any way lesser important than the money at all, and in that way we will become a poor person. Energy wise we will become a poor person. Energy is precious, and it must be protected. On the one hand, first of all, it should be utilized in the right way, in the right manner. And this is the topic of our discussion. We are going to present here, after it is a research based work, that what are the energy draining habits, what are the energy draining habits, and how can we control it, knowing that it is quite and highly damaging for my life, for the kind of successes I want to achieve during my life. So let's begin the topic. First of all, we need to identify the energy draining factors and the energy draining habits. So that is the number one part. And let's begin. Type with the types of energy draining habits. The types of energy draining habit. First of all, it is the negative self-talk. It is the negative self-talk, and it is criticizing or putting yourself down, criticizing or putting yourself down, leading to the low self-esteem and leading to the low self-confidence. So that is the most, lethal, that is the most dangerous energy draining habit, which is called, that is, negative self talk. And this, as for the self talk is concerned, we are almost always talking to ourselves, you know no matter wherever we are, even when we are in the washroom, sometimes even when we are talking. So the negative self talk must be controlled. First of all, number 2, it is the procrastination, delaying tasks, leading to the increased stress and leading to the increased anxiety and feelings of overwhelm. So that is the second biggest energy draining habit, which is called procrastination. And the third very powerful energy draining habit is comparing ourselves with others. That is also a very toxic one. Everyone else have been created unique by our creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No two people are totally identical at all. So in that way, also the kind of circumstances we are living in, it also differs from person to person. So if at all we are different, our talents and capabilities are different, our inherited resources are different, our circumstances are different. Why to compare ourselves with other people at all? It is as unique as the thumb impression. So please stop comparing yourself with the other people at all. So that was the third energy draining factor. The fourth is multitasking, and it is juggling. It is it is like trying to do so many things at the same time, or more than one thing at the same time. Juggling multiple tasks leading to mental fatigue. Yeah, it lead to the mental fatigue, and it lead to the decreased productivity as well. Also, it increases our mental stress level as well. So it is the multitasking which is also an energy draining factor. Our mind, our brain is not designed like that at all to handle the multitask. So it is the our mind is designed and wired to concentrate and to focus upon one thing at a time. And that the fifth one, the fifth energy draining factor is overuse of social media. Overuse of social media, and it is the excessive scrolling, leading to the feelings of comparison, leading to the feelings of anxiety, and leading to the decreased self-esteem as well. So for all that reason, social media must be used for a limited amount of time only, and it is the maximum time if at all we are spending upon the social media. I think that is one of the biggest energy draining factors. And not only that, it drains the energy, rather it spoils the precious time as well. So keeping in view that importance of the time and the energy, I think excessive usage of the social media, it is highly destructive. Now, the sixth important energy draining habit is that is the lack of boundaries. Boundaries, set boundaries, and force boundaries. It is the it is the overcommitting because of lacking the boundaries. Overcommitting leading to burnout, leading to resentment, and leading to decreased energy level. So that is the lack of boundaries. Learn to say no. Learning to say no, I think that is very important. And do not allow anybody to violate the boundaries you have set, and enforce your boundaries politely but firmly. And now it is the seventh energy draining habit is poor sleep habits. Poor sleep habits, and that is irregular sleep schedule. Irregular mean not sleeping, not trying to sleep at the same time. It is the irregular sleep schedule leading to fatigue, leading to decreased focus and impaired cognitive function. As for the sleep is concerned, 7 to 8 hours of sleep is needed by us every night, and it is even better if at all we are doing it at the scheduled time. If we try to sleep at the same time, wake up at the same time, that is the finest thing. And then it is the eighth energy draining habit is that is unhealthy eating habits. Unhealthy eating habits, like consuming high sugar, high caffeine, or processed food. Consuming high sugar items, high caffeine items, or the processed food, leading to energy crashes and decreased vitality. So that is the eighth energy draining habit. The ninth is chronic stress. Chronic stress, ongoing stress, ongoing stress, leading to adrenal fatigue, adrenal gland fatigue, decreased energy, and impaired immune function. So that is the chronic stress. Apart from other bad effects like adrenal gland fatigue, decreased energy levels, and impaired immune system, immune function, which fights against the diseases. So we are far more susceptible to the diseases. Now the 10th and the last major energy draining factor is lack of self care. Lack of self care, neglecting activities that nourish your mind, neglecting activities that nourish your mind, that nourish your body, and that nourish your soul, leading to the decreased energy and overall decreased well-being. So that is the neglect of self-care. We cannot outsource it at all. We cannot afford to neglect it at all. Why? Because we are our own most important asset. So why not to give the top care? Yes, indeed. And it is the lack of self care, which is the 10th largest, which is one of the most important 10 energy draining habits. Now, once we have elaborated, enunciated the 10 energy draining habits, now let's try to know that what are the effects of energy draining habits. And there are five highly dangerous effects of energy draining habits. Number one, such is fatigue, and it is the physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. It is the physical, it is the emotional, and the mental exhaustion. So that is the highly dangerous side effect, that is the highly dangerous result of energy draining habit. The second is decreased motivation. The second is decreased motivation, and it is the lack of enthusiasm or lack of interest in the activities. It is the second highly dangerous effect of the energy draining habits is lack of decreased motivation, and it is lack of enthusiasm or lack of interest in the activities, in the important necessary activities. And the third bad effect of energy draining habits is that is impaired cognitive function. Yes, impaired cognitive function, and it is decreased focus, decreased focus, decreased memory, and decreased decision making abilities as well. Look how dangerous it is. Decreased focus, decreased memory, and decreased decision making abilities. Now the fourth very dangerous effect of energy draining habits is mood disturbances, and it is increased inability, irritability, increased irritability, and increased anxiety, of course increased depression as well. It is the mood disturbances. Now the fifth and the last highly dangerous bad effect of energy draining habits, it is the weakened immune system. Yes, weakened immune system, and it is increased susceptibility. It is the increased susceptibility to illness or and increased susceptibility to infection. So that is the fifth and the last highly dangerous negative effect of energy draining habits. Now, if at all we come to understand that these are the negative effects of bad results of the energy draining habits, and these are the 10 energy draining habits. Now, at the end of our talk, we are going to put forward about breaking the energy draining habits. The 5 ways to break the energy draining habits. Number one is that is self awareness, and it is recognize your energy draining habits. Recognize your energy draining habits and their effects as well, their highly dangerous effects upon our life. So that is the one way, the first way to break the energy draining habits. Number two, it is the setting of boundaries, and it is establishing the healthy limits, and you know establishing the healthy limits with others, and prioritize self-care, establishing the healthy limits with others, and prioritizing the self-care. Now the third way to break the energy draining habit, it is practice self-compassion, practicing self-compassion, and it is treating yourself with a kindness, with the understanding, and of course with the patience. So that is the third way to break the energy draining habits. Now the fourth way to break the energy draining habits is develop healthy habits, developing of healthy habits, healthy routines, and it is engaging in the activities that nourish your mind, that nourish your body, and that nourish your soul as well. It is the developing healthy habits, engaging in the activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Now, the fifth way to break the energy draining habits is seeking of sport, and it is surround yourself with the positive, with the sportive people, surrounding yourself with a positive and sportive people who encourage healthy habits as well. So it is seeking of sport and surrounding yourself with the positive, with the sportive people who encourage healthy habits. By recognizing and by breaking energy draining habits, you can reclaim your energy, reclaim your vitality, and reclaim your overall well being. Our today's topic was highly important, and I think that we need to listen it not just once but several times, because energy matters and matters a lot really. So that is all from me today. Thank you very much.